What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the video. And today I'm going to be telling you my story on how I ended up doing 200K in my first year in business in junk removal. Keep in mind, this is 200K revenue, not profit. If you guys are just getting started and trying to make extra money, or even just trying to find a side hustle, junk removal is an excellent way to do that. Please click that link below, subscribe to the channel, as it helps me reach more of you guys and gives you more of my tips on how you guys can grow your junk removal business, and also helps my channel out. So quick little backstory about me. I've been in junk removal for over 10 years now. I've worked for several companies, small companies, big companies. I've also worked for 1-800-GOT-JUNK. And it wasn't until I started working for 1-800-GOT-JUNK that I actually seen how much money there is in this business. And it's not something that you really need a lot of skill to do and get started. The biggest thing and the biggest obstacle is obviously having the truck and trailer, right? That's the biggest expense, but you have that. Obviously taking junk removal isn't a skill. If you have the resource at the pickup in the trailer, pretty easy. And then you just charge money for it. So I started working for 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and then I realized, and I seen the opportunity. They were doing easily $2,000 to $3,000 a day in sales. And where I live, it's a pretty small area. It's maybe like 200,000 to 300,000 population, basically where my service area is. So it's not very big. So you guys in the States and stuff, you guys definitely got a good advantage there because you guys got such a bigger population. That you're going to have a lot more business. Obviously there's going to be more competition with that, but it's just all how you market yourself. But yeah, so anyways, see them making 2 to 3K a day, and obviously you think of that in a month, they're doing over easily anywhere from like 30 to 50,000 a month with one truck. I was working there for about 3 years, and I was managing other teams and trucks, and I just decided I was getting treated like shit. They started cutting my hours. So I decided to start my own business. I didn't know much about it, but I knew there was good money, and it couldn't have been that hard because especially in my area, there wasn't much competition. So I learned, I basically am doing what you guys are right now. I looked up online. I also knew a lot of stuff from running their business, but I didn't know a whole lot about starting an actual business. I basically went in research mode. I went in research mode for like the first 2 weeks. And anyways, I bought this cheap little trailer. It was $3,000 brand new. I went and registered a business. I handed out door hangers. I gave out business cards, and all that stuff is great. It's great to get started. But what really scaled my business when I started is I bought a Google Ads course. It was for around like $500, and thankfully, because I know to this day, the guy that I bought it off of is selling it for like $2,000. There's no way I would have bought it then. But yeah, I bought this Google Ads course, and I've never really had much success with anything I tried online. I've always just been like little small wins to like no wins. And anyways, I didn't think much of it. So basically I got this Google Ads course, I set it up, and I kid you not, the day after I got like 3 calls. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, no way, this is just a fluke. And then after that, the next day I got 2 more calls. Next day I got 2 more calls. And it just kind of transitioned right from like me quitting my old job at 1-800-GOT-JUNK into basically running into this business full time. Although the one mistake I made when I did get registered, I didn't know you had to have a special permit where I am to remove junk. One of the local junk removal companies actually ratted me out to the ministry, and they called me threatening that if I didn't get that permit, they were gonna give me a big fine and I wouldn't be able to operate anymore. It kind of sucks because as you guys know with the government and stuff, a lot of the information out there, it's hard to find and it's misinformation, and it just seems like they all just kind of like pass you down the telephone line, and it's just like a big goose chase to get the right information. So I got that permit. It's about $2,000. This is right around November, so it is actually the slow season of junk removal, since November, December, January are the slow season of junk removal. And then I remember I got that permit, and coming into the new year right after, I pretty well hit it full swing. I picked up a couple big commercial contracts, and I ended up renting another truck and scaling out and getting another truck from Enterprise. So I brought my brother on my business that year, and he ran that truck and I ran my main truck, and we were both basically doing about $1,000 a day, not every single day, but at least like 4 to 5 days a week. And then obviously that is just revenue, that's not net profit. And that's basically the story of how I ended up doing 200K my first year in junk removal. And I honestly gotta say, it's pretty well all due to Google Ads. But you still gotta be professional too. You still gotta do all the other stuff, build your Google My Business, work on referrals. You're gonna maybe even have to enter into the market just like with a little bit of discounted price to build a customer base. Some people are against this, but honestly, I think that's what helped me, is because I did like 5 to 10 customers and they all like told their friends. And yeah, you're doing the jobs for a little bit cheaper than you initially would like to do it, but you bring them up in time. The people are always happy paying as long as you do good service and good work. You know, you're polite, you talk to them, you know, you just be a good salesperson, and also just be a genuinely nice person. And people are going to want to do business with you again. And if you raise your prices, they're going to understand. Yes, some people aren't going to like that, but for the most part, if you're raising your prices eventually to what you actually want to get, you know, people are going to just pay them because they did business with you and they're going to like you. That's what sales is. It's just about having a relationship and being relatable. And that's honestly how I grew my business to 200K my first year. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be sharing more of these videos with you soon, and we'll talk later.